Welcome to Little Suburban Homestead. We are doing some freeze drying of an herb tonight. The herb is mullen. We have a family member that it grows wild in their yard, so we've been able to harvest some of that from them. And we've been prepping and cleaning and tearing up the leaves and getting it ready to go in the freeze dryer. You freeze dry this at about 90-95 degrees so that it retains, I believe it's 99% of the medicinal properties, which is way higher than dehydrating. So our dog just helped herself to a snack. Oops. Anyway, so that is what we're up to here, and we'll do a follow-up and show you a little bit more. Mullen can be used to help with coughs and other upper respiratory.
Yeah, decongestion and bronchitis, things like that. How do you use mullen?
It can be smoked, which we aren't interested in doing, but you can also, have it like an incense to breathe the smoke, and without smoking, but I suppose it's still about the same. And there are other ways also, but we'll do a follow-up and fill you in more as we do that one. So
here's the trays that we've got ready to go in. We've actually got two more in a minute. We've got lots of prep work in the sink that we use to clean these things off because they're obviously very, very, very dirty. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and put them in the freeze dryer, and when we come back, we'll show you what they look like, and it should be a day or two. And some people freeze them ahead of time. We're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to go ahead and do it, and then we'll show you how we package them and everything like that too. So we'll get back to that right shortly. Not sure how long that's going to take, but probably there's not a lot, so maybe a day. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Welcome back. So we're doing more freeze drying here. Wanted to put this in here in the middle of our mullen video too. So this is on goat's milk. We have a local homesteader that raises goats, and we buy goat's milk from him, and we're freeze drying goat's milk today. And we wanted to show you this and talk a little bit about it too. And this is one of our jars. We had a gallon of goat's milk that we freeze dried last week and got 4 quarts out of that. So very nutritional. The Israelites, raised goats, and it was very nutritional for them. And we've still do. And we've known people that have lived on goat's milk alone. It's very nutritional and meets all the requirements that you need if you're, not able to get other food. So we just wanted to show you this, and we're excited about having some of this on hand.
So we got 4 trays in the medium freeze dryer, 4 trays. They each hold a quart. Right now it's in freeze mode. It's been in there for about an hour and 40 minutes. And now for the mullen, by the way, we turned the drying temperature down from the 125 that it's normally set at down to, I believe it was 90 or 95. And I forgot to reset that back up again. So we're going to go ahead and just leave that there and see what it does. I think that's going to be better for the milk anyway. So that was kind of a mistake that I think is going to turn out beneficial.
We'll see. I think it's good because, especially for the herbs, you want the temperature lower.
Right. So let's go ahead and we'll cut here and go back. We're going to get out of a noisier environment here and get out where she can talk more about the mullen.
Welcome back. So we wanted to show you the mullen that we freeze dried. This is one of 4 jars that we got on our last load that we did of mullen. And this will last a good while. You can see it has an oxygen absorber in there. We also have a vacuum sealer that we use to seal the jar, seal the lid.
Yeah, and I'll make a note of that. A lot of people think that those little vacuum sealers that go on the top of the jar, they get a bad rap. But what we have found is that if you're using, say, cheap lids, I'm not going to say from who, we have a lot of problems with them not working. But with Mason or with ball lids, they're pretty much 100% that it just works. They just seal right up. So yeah, those little, they're like $20-25. Those vacuum sealers, they're the thing. You should have one. You can vacuum seal in your freeze dryer. It's a pain. It's really a pain.
And to go back to our dairy, we actually vacuum sealed kefir and milk the last time we got some from our friend, and my kefir lasted a couple of weeks in the fridge.
It's still going. It's a month
still
old
good.
and it's still good.
Just because we keep sealing it back up and it's just fine. So that really makes a difference as far as how long you can get your food to last. So
right.
I just wanted to point that out as well. So a couple things that we wanted to address as far as mullen goes. This is really great for things like a deep cough or something like that.
Bronchitis even, something like that.
And I'll put a plug in for Homesteading Family. They have multitudes of classes on on herbal medicines that you can use rather than going to your drugstore and buying questionable items that may or may not help. She has great classes and some of them are free. So just
What do you know the web address for that?
Homesteading Family. I don't know if it's in here or not, but Homesteading Family, just look them up. You should be able to pull that up. So a couple things that you can do with mullen. You can do a mullen steam. You just do a half cup of mullen leaves and 2 to 3 cups rapidly boiling water, and you would pour the boiling water over the mullen into a bowl, probably a wide brim bowl, and then you put a towel over your head and drape it over the bowl so you can breathe in that steam, and it's really good for breaking up congestion. And there's also a tea that you can do with mullen and a syrup. So these are all part of the Homesteading Family class that I got. So
you can also do as the Indians did, and a lot of other cultures around the world, and that's smoke the mullen.
Yeah.
Or make the mullen smoke in a smudge where it's not on fire, but it's just smoldering, and then breathing in that smoke.
Mm-hmm. So all these things are valuable for helping with cough when you're sick. So we just wanted to share that little bit of information and hope this can help you in the future. And we remind you to like and subscribe. And leave comments, whatever you'd like to say. And thank you for listening. Have a good